William Shakespeare wrote many plays in his entire life, and one of the greatest plays is Romeo and Juliet, which every person in this world who is fond of reading must have read, and along with that, all the film industries in this world have inspired this play and made films, entertainment, presenting Romeo and Juliet. This story begins with the heroes of Italy, where two gangs are shown. One gang is named Capulet and the other is named Monty. There is a family feud between these two gangs, and they always keep fighting with each other. Their feud is such that if these two gangs are left free, they will burn the whole world along with themselves. In the beginning of this story, it is shown that there is a gang war going on between these two gangs, and this fight starts spreading in the city. But then there is a fire in the city. Police Captain Prince goes off in a helicopter and asks both these gangs to surrender. The fight ends and the police calls the leaders of both these gangs, that is, the people of both the families. One is named Ted Monty, who is Romeo's father, and the other is named Fulgencio Capulet, who is Juliet's father. Captain Prince threatens the heads of both the families that, "This is the third time you have done this, and if it happens again, then it will not be good for you." The same is shown to Romeo. Romeo does not care about fights and quarrels. He does not like this world. Rather, he remains lost these days, because he loves a girl whose name is Roshan. But at the moment it is vanity love, Romeo and his cousin Benvolio, with whom Romeo is close. Both of them come to know that Rosalind is going to a party tonight, and this party is of the Capulet family, which they have organized at their home. This is the family which is the biggest enemy of Romeo's family, but Romeo wants to meet Rosalind at any cost. That is why he wants to join this party, but to enter the party they will need a pass. Roman has a best friend named Rapper, and when Romeo goes to him, he arranges a pass for him to enter the party, but before going, he tells Roman that he should give him something so that he has confidence, and he takes a drug pill, and now he goes to the party wearing a mask on his face. They enjoy the party, but the drug pill that Roman has taken is affecting his mind. That is why he goes to the washroom and washes his face, and when he comes back from there, he sees that there is a very beautiful area of a very big fish, and Romeo starts looking at her and likes her a lot, and then he sees that there is a girl on the other side of the fish aquarium, and she is Juliet. Juliet also looks at Romeo, and both of them smile seeing each other. Both of them do not know each other's reality, but here they fall in love at first sight. Romeo wants to talk to Juliet, but before he can go to the other side of the aquarium, Juliet's nurse comes there, who has raised Juliet since childhood and who is more than a man for her. She takes him away from there. Actually, a boy is also going to come to this party today, who is the son of the governor here, whose name is Paris, and Juliet's family wants Juliet to get married to Paris. That's why they want Juliet to spend time with Paris. Romeo starts searching for Juliet in the party, and she sees that she is dancing with a boy there. This boy's name is Paris. This is the one with whom Juliet's family wants her to get married. Juliet is wearing a beautiful fairy dress here. Although Juliet is dancing with Paris, her full attention is on Romeo, and Romeo also keeps looking at her. And when Juliet is standing alone in the party, she is looking for Romeo everywhere. Romeo also reaches her. He holds her hand and pulls her towards himself and kisses her hand. Only after this both of them start talking, and both of them realize that they love each other. Both of them go to the lift, and there they kiss each other for the first time. Although Juliet's mother is looking for her because she wants her to spend time with Paris, but Juliet does not care about him anymore. She wants to spend time with Romeo, but then Juliet's nurse comes there, who is like a man to him, and she takes Juliet with her from there. And when Juliet is going up from CDO, Romeo sees that she is with the Capulet family, and he understands here that Juliet is the daughter of the Capulet family, and he is shocked because no matter how the world turns, he can never take his relationship with Juliet forward. When Romeo is lost in these thoughts, then his friend comes there after dying, and he takes her from there. All of them leave from there, but Juliet is not going out of Roman's mind at all. That is why Romeo once again secretly climbs over the wall and enters Juliet's house, and when he goes up to the roof, he sees that Juliet is there. And about Juliet, Roman, she is thinking about this and talking to herself, and Juliet also knows the reality of Roman. She knows that he is the son of Monty Key family, who is their biggest enemy. But Romeo is not able to leave her mind. Then Romeo comes from behind her. due to which Juliet gets scared and both of them fall inside the swimming pool. Although both of them have met for the first time today, but it seems to both of them as if they know each other since centuries. As if they are made for each other and they want to lose themselves in each other's love. Both of them do not care that they belong to different minds, they just want to be with each other. After this, Romeo goes to the church father whom he knows since childhood, and he tells the father that he has fallen in love with Juliet and he wants to marry her. Father tells him that some time back you loved Caroline. He says that it was just my childhood. That was my victory, but Juliet is my love. Father tells him that walking so fast is not a good thing, but Romeo now wants to marry Juliet. When Romeo is on the beach with his friends, Juliet comes near him and Romeo tells Juliet's nurse that I want to meet Juliet. I will meet her in the church and we both will get married. Her nurse is also happy with this because she knows that Juliet also loves Romeo. And when the nurse reaches home, she tells Juliet that he is very beautiful, handsome, and very good at heart, and the most important thing is that he is a true person and he wants to meet you today in Father Lawrence's church and he will marry you there. Juliet becomes very happy with this, and she reaches Father Lawrence in the evening where Romeo is waiting for her and Father Lawrence is waiting for both of them. They get them married, but Father Lawrence knows that there is enmity between the brothers and he will never let them meet. That is why he tells them to keep their marriage a secret and slowly tell their families about it. That is why Juliet goes back to her home. Juliet has a brother named Tybalt, and Tybalt comes to know about Romeo and Juliet's relationship. That is why he goes to the beach to find Romeo, where he meets Malpua, and when Tybalt and Tybalt are talking, Romeo also reaches there and wants to fight with Romeo. But Romeo extends a hand of friendship towards Juliet's cousin Tybalt, but he does not want to be friends with Romeo and starts hitting him, but Romeo does not want to raise his hand on him because he loves Juliet. And anyway, he is away from fighting and fighting cards because Roman's thinking is completely different from other people, but Tybalt does not stop hitting Romeo. Seeing this, Marcucci gets angry and attacks Tybalt, and there comes a moment when he is about to hit Tybalt. Then Romeo stops him, and when Marcucci is talking to Romeo, then Tybalt attacks him from behind. Marcucci is badly injured. He runs away from Tibet, and now Marcucci is breathing his last, and before dying he gives his curses to both the families that both of your families should be destroyed because both of them have killed many people due to their enmity. Marcucci and Roman die in his lap. Romeo gets completely disturbed by this because he was his best friend. He chases Tybalt, and Romeo shoots Tybalt, and thus Juliet's cousin Tybalt dies at Romeo's hands, and now Juliet's whole family comes to the place where Tybalt's dead body is. Actually, Tybalt is the son of Juliet's mother's elder brother, and this time Juliet's whole family is now broken. They want to kill Romeo by any means. And when the police captain Prince comes here, he comes to know that Tybalt killed Roman's friend, and in anger Romeo also killed Tybalt, and he announces here that the moment Romeo is seen, it will be the last moment of his life. He is expelled from this place, that is, he has been banned from this place, and if he leaves this place, then he will have to go away from Juliet forever. Romeo hides with the church father and tells him that he has been expelled from the city. That means he has been banished. Father tells him that it will be better for him to leave from here, and when everything becomes fine here, then he should come back. Only then Juliet's nurse also comes here, and she tells Romeo that everything is over, someone's death, murder, someone's relationship ends. Romeo asks what Juliet said. She tells that Juliet did not say anything, she is just crying, and now Romeo wants to meet Juliet. That is why he goes to her house at night. Although Romeo has murdered Juliet's cousin, but Juliet knows that Romeo is not such a person, and now both of them are husband and wife. When Juliet sees Romeo, they both hug each other. They stay with each other the whole night, and in the morning when Juliet's mom is about to come to the room, Romeo has to leave from here, and in all this, Juliet's nurse supports them both. After Juliet's mother comes into the room, she tells Juliet that her marriage is fixed with Paris. It is over, and on Thursday both of you will get married in the church, and these two will get married in the same church where Roman and Juliet got married. This thing makes Juliet completely upset. She tries to make her father understand that she cannot marry Paris, but her father does not listen to her. He says that whether you want it or not, you will have to get married. Juliet says to her mother, "Can't you delay my marriage by one more month?" But even Juliet's mother Chopper cannot help her because she knows that Juliet's father will never listen to her. Now Juliet is completely upset. Romeo has also left the city because if the police sees him in the city, he will be shot because the police has banned him from this city. The next morning Juliet goes to Father Lawrence, who had got these two married. Roman's revenue is there. And she picks up Romeo's cloak and puts it on her head. She says that I will give my life for it. Father understands her and says that I have a way by which you and Romeo will be each other's forever. He gives her a bottle of poison and says that before going to sleep at night, drink this and go to sleep. In the morning when people come to your room, everyone will think that you have died, but you will be in a deep sleep, and after 24 hours you will wake up. And when you will be kept in the church before burial. In the meantime I will write a letter to Romeo that he should come and take you here, and after you regain consciousness, both of you should go away from here forever, and Father gives her that sleep. Juliet is now happy because she hopes that now she and Romeo will be together forever, and Juliet does the same. She drinks the poison before going to sleep at night. And in the morning he is shown on his bed that Juliet is completely alive, that is, in the eyes of the world she is dead, and her body is brought to the church, where everyone comes to pay tribute to her, and here a friend of Romeo also comes and they see that Juliet is dead. On the other side also it is shown that the postman goes to give the letter which the father had written for Romeo, on which the whole plan is written to her husband, but at that time Romeo is not there. So the postman leaves a message there that come and collect your letter in the post office. Actually at the time when the man comes he is on the other side of his sister. The postman is not able to see him and neither Romeo is able to see the postman, and he leaves a message that collect your letter from the post office. But Romeo does not get this message, and now his friend reaches Romeo, who had seen Juliet's dead body in the church and her family members paying tribute to her relatives, and he tells Romeo that Juliet is now in this. Romeo is completely shattered by this news. He cries a lot, screams and shouts, and takes out his car and leaves for the city. There is a policeman here who tells Captain Prince that Romeo is entering the city and his entry into the city is prohibited. That is why all the police of the city are now after Romeo. They chase him in helicopters and cars. Romeo first goes to an old man's house and tells him that he wants a poison which has no cure and after consuming which a person cannot survive. In return, he gives a lot of money to the old man. He gives the poison to Romeo and Romeo, escaping from the police, reaches the church, and after going inside the church, he closes the door from inside. He sees that Juliet's dead body is lying in front of him. Candles are burning all around and he is near Juliet's dead body. Romeo cries a lot after seeing Juliet and says that you are my wife and I love you a lot, and he kisses Juliet, and after this he touches the poison bottle with his lips, and then Juliet opens her eyes. Romeo puts his hand on her neck, but by then he has drunk the poison and Romeo is completely shocked to see Juliet alive. He says, "What is all this?" And then Juliet sees the poison bottle in Romeo's hand and she understands that Romeo has drunk the poison. She sees that there is not even a single drop of water in it. She says, "You have drunk all the poison." She puts it on Romeo's lips so that the poison on her lips goes inside her body, and she also dies here with Romeo, but nothing like this happens. Romeo is taking his last breath and Juliet does not understand anything. What should she do? And then she sees Romeo's evil intentions and she picks up his gun and shoots herself, and in this way Romeo and Juliet, who could not unite because of this world while alive, but now in the world they have gone to, no one can unite them. Romeo and Juliet died in each other's arms for their love for each other. Next morning, their families come here. There is sadness and remorse in their eyes. Captain Prince tells both their families that look what your hatred has brought. Both the lovers have gone from this world to some other world forever, but you still have to live in this world and you will regret it for the rest of your life. And both of them, he sees the sadness in the eyes of the family members, and the story ends with this sad ending. William Shakespeare's play named Romeo and Juliet is a very famous play which he wrote at the end of the 16th century, and even today in the 21st century this play thrills people in the same way as it used to do in his time. So this was the complete story of Romeo and Juliet. This film was released in the year 1996.